Good evening, everybody, and welcome into the 34th Annual St. Patrick's Day Auction. My name is Brian Haney. I'm the voice of the Jayhawks, joined by one of my mentors and dear friends, the voice of Lawrence, Hank Booth. Always a pleasure to share the stage and microphone with you, Hank. I know it stinks to be masked up, but we're practicing our social distancing. We got a great list of live auction items tonight, a fabulous silent auction online as well, and I can't wait to have some fun with you, buddy.
Well, I'm just glad we can get together tonight because I worried about you listening to the ball game last night while the Jayhawks did everything they could to let UTEP play UTEP on the Jayhawks. And they've done it a couple of times in the past when the Jayhawks were the big favorite and UTEP snuck in there and took it away. But great job broadcasting last night, even though you kept me on the edge of my seat all night long, and the Jayhawks did pull that one out. Thank you very much, Brian, for that.
Well, thank you, buddy. Yeah, we had some Malox moments last night, and tonight will be exciting, too. We're going to have some edge of your seat action tonight, hopefully, as the bid wars go on with these 5 awesome live auction items. We'll break them all down here in a second. Do you have a personal favorite, though, amongst the Fab 5?
Well, I have to go with one of these food dinners. And by the way, the McGrew family providing that wonderful trip down to Florida to stay for a week in a beautiful location right there off the beach is going to be a great item, too. So listen up, folks. We've got some great live auction items to go through.
I think I'm fired up, in addition to the Sarasota trip, for my man Dan Besco and the Cansaw carvings. Have you seen these wood carvings that he does?
I have.
He donates these every year to the Roundball Classic as well. And this past year we had our 3-point contest. He did a trophy for Devontae Graham that was a Jayhawk depicting Devontae with the number 4 and everything. He is so talented. Obviously, Leonardo da Vinci had a brush. This guy has a chainsaw. I think they're on the same page in terms of talent. I mean, it's big-time stuff. That'll be item number 2 tonight. Before we get to our first item, though, I understand we're going to have a video in which Miss Alicia is going to tell us about some of the special St. Patrick's Day themed drinks we've got going on, including the Green Leprechaun and the Clover Club that you can get at Lucia, who for the next week plus, the 11th through the 21st, is going to be offering 20% of the proceeds to our St. Patrick's Day folks.
Fantastic what they do for that Lucia for so many different projects having to do with downtown and the whole Lawrence community. But thank you, Lucia.
Mike Logan's an awesome dude, absolutely. Let's take a listen in and watch this video as well on our signature drinks.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Tonight, we've got a couple of wonderful cocktails for you here at Lucia. And if you don't have the ingredient, darn it, can I start over?
Okay, there's that.
Gotta make sure every hair's in.
All right.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Alicia Reese, and I'm the co-chair of the Lawrence St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee. Tonight, we're at Lucia, where they're going to be serving us up some wonderful drinks. And if you have the ingredients at home, feel free to join us. And if you don't, certainly come into Lucia from the 11th through the 21st while they support us and the Lawrence St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee. All right, tonight we have Dana with us. Now, also, you can get this fun gear at Lucia as well. Dana.
Very nice. Well, thank you, Alicia. We've got 2 drinks we'll be making for you guys today. The first we'll start off with is this party drink, the Green Leprechaun.
Ooh.
Very, very simple to make. So if you don't have the ingredients at home, they're very inexpensive. You just start with a pint glass. You can fill it up with ice. We'll add 1.5 ounces of vodka. You can use any vodka you want. We're using Tito's in this case.
All right, I like it.
And then for the little flavoring, we've got 1/2 ounce of peach schnapps.
That sounds delicious.
And 1/2 ounce of blue curacao.
Beautiful.
And then just a little bit of orange juice to fill that drink up. It'll turn green right before our eyes.
Ooh la la, look how fun that is.
There we go, and we'll get right in the spirit with that thing.
Now we're ready.
There you go, a little Green Leprechaun.
That's great, fantastic. And we also have this little beautiful number here.
Yes, this little pink drink is called the Clover Club. Very classic cocktail. It actually has been around since the 1800s. They were drinking it in a Philadelphia men's club.
Wow.
First published recipes in 1917, so it's an old one.
All right, been around.
Very simple though. You can use any gin you like. You can use 2 ounces of that. And then lemon juice. You can squeeze the juice of 1/2 lemon or have your pre-made stuff ready.
Oh, wonderful.
And then raspberry simple syrup, another easy ingredient to make at home. You just mix equal parts of water, sugar, and raspberries. Bring them to a simmer, let them sit, strain it out, and you've got raspberry simple syrup.
Oh, that sounds pretty simple.
All right, and then the favorite part of everybody's cocktail making, the shake.
Woo!
You shake that up real good.
It's my favorite part.
Yeah, that's right. Pop that off, strain it into your cocktail glass, and you've got a Clover Club.
Wonderful.
There you have it.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for joining us. Come join us down at Lucia from the 11th through the 21st in support of the Lawrence St. Patrick's Day Parade. Take it away, Brian. Here you go.
Hey, how
All
about
right,
that? Thank
all
you very
right.
much, Miss Alicia. That's
well,
awesome.
I
You-
have a different kind of a drink over here, but that one that we watched prepared at Lucia's looks kind of tasty.
This
here.
is the Green Leprechaun.
Yeah.
And unlike Harry Carey, I never drink on the job.
never.
Greg Gurley
ever.
sometimes, Harry Carey every time, B. Haney never. But
And
tonight, this looks so good. It's a Friday night. Pardon the mask pull down.
Excuse me.
That's pretty
I
good
could say
stuff.
the way the Jayhawks have played a few times this year, I'd be tempted to play the Harry Carey role. I think I really
Hey, no,
would.
no. The only drinking we're doing in the postseason is celebration drinks, no doubt. We're excited about the month ahead.
Now, I have been handed a delicious Irish whiskey right here, and
Ooh.
complete with some, it looks like it may be a little tempting here to try to sip this without getting anything on my nose. Any bets on that, folks?
Yeah, good luck
I
with
got to
that.
take off my mask and my glasses. Oh,
I love it.
mm,
I love it.
mm.
And there it is.
I'm
We've got
sorry.
the
It
whipped
was never
cream.
going to happen. For my family laughing at home right now. Excuse me.
Again, from the 11th through the 21st at Lucia, 20% of the proceeds going right here to the St. Patrick's Day folks that are raising money, obviously, from anywhere between 1 and 5 local kids' charities. Going to find out after the parade which charities those happen to be. But for 34 years now, pouring money into local kids' charities. Such a great organization, and we're thrilled to be a part of it here tonight. So get yourself a Clover Club, get yourself a Green Leprechaun, or get yourself a nose full of whipped cream like Hank Booth, and 20% of that is going to come right back here to the folks at St. Patrick's Day. All right, should we get set for our first live auction item of the night?
Let's go. Let's go with this because it is a great way to spend a fun evening. Now, probably wait maybe a month or two to make sure you've got a nice warm evening and maybe do this one outdoors.
Yeah, You, Me, Maselli's, and a Movie is the name of our model AK30, 6,000 lumens, HDMI. It can use any type of stick, like a Fire Stick if you want to plug into that. It can connect to play video games as well. So if you're watching at home and you've got some kiddos that are gamers, just imagine them playing whatever game they like to play, Worlds of Warcraft or whatever,
Right
on this
there.
huge projector. And you can project that on the side of whatever you want.
Yeah, out there on the garage or whatever you'd like. Yeah, that's great.
No doubt. So that's the first thing, the Model AK30 projector. But then you also get 2 cozy fleece blankets, 2 lightweight foldable camping chairs with a folding matching table as well, $100 gift card to Maselli's, popcorn as well. Only question is what movie you're going to watch with this big screen projector.
We've got a choice. I imagine that they'll find a good movie for you to make sure you get the best out of that projector. There's no question about that. Now, somebody's got to start our bidding. I think right now you can believe $10 is that low bid, but let's get it started higher than that. Somebody put a $100 bid out. Let's get $100 to get this started, because that's a full evening of fun and a lot of interesting things, fun things that could be done by the kids after you finish the movie.
No doubt. I was talking with Kay Traver, who's done a fabulous job this year on the event. She mentioned with all of these items, you have a buy it now price, as if this is eBay. You know, you get to this particular
that's
price
right.
threshold, and boom, it's yours. If you want your drop the mic moment, I want this item, it's mine, get off my lawn. You just put in the buy it now price, and it ends immediately. So we got our first $100. That's great to see. But the buy it now price in this case is $600, and that's still a steal of a deal when you talk about the AK-30 projector. Sounds like a machine gun.
It does.
You got all of the other perks that come with it, the fleece blankets, the folding chairs, the camping chairs, the $100 gift card to Maselli's, popcorn added in as well. Think about all the endless nights of fun and entertainment you could have with your own projector and your outdoor movie scene. It's like you going to the drive-in back in the day.
Exactly, and you can just put that right up there on the side of the house or the garage and have a great, great time. We had a bid from Patty that took it up to $120, so let's see if you can go ahead. I've noticed a few people have already looked ahead at that live auction list and have made a couple of bids early. That's okay. We're not going to, we don't turn down money. We
Hey.
do not turn down money. I promise you that. That'll just start it a little bit higher when we do get going.
Up to $140 now.
Yes, indeed.
Again, the projector alone is worth 3 times that. We've got Douglas on that $140 bid, now up to $160. Kay can't write fast enough. They're just coming in so quickly. Roger up to $160. Like I said, this is going to have the feel or the effect of going to the drive-through movies back in the day. You kissed your first girl at the drive-through movie, right?
Well, yeah, sure. Yeah, but
the drive-in?
no, actually, I kissed my first girl when I was 6. So
Oh, wow.
we weren't at the drive-in yet.
Hank was a player back in the day.
It was a dare. It was a dare. One of the girls was dared to kiss me, and I didn't object.
I
didn't
bet you
object.
did.
No, I
but
didn't.
at the drive-in back
Yep.
in the day,
I
you
think
got
it
to
was
bring your own.
Patty Mosser. Patty
Absolutely.
Mosser, yep, and it happened right there
Wow, we're
in the
learning all kinds
backyard
of
at
things.
508 Louisiana. It was wonderful.
And all this talk of Hank at the drive-in back in the day has got the bids just skyrocketing.
That's it.
Hank will come with you to your own personal drive-in experience on the side of your house. $220 is the current bidding. If we get up to $600, Hank will sit there with you. Mark is our current high bidder at $220. Thanks for your generosity, Mark. Let's keep it coming.
Keep it coming.
I mean, again,
That's
6,000 lumens, HDMI clarity. I know for me, it would be on the side of my house where I'd have the biggest space to project it. But maybe you want to watch March Madness and have all your buddies over to watch the
Yeah,
Jayhawks
sure.
make their march through Indianapolis
Oh, wow.
and project a game on that.
Yeah,
How cool
that'd
would
be
that
great.
be?
That'd
Yeah?
be great.
Just
And
turn the
so many-
CBS guys down, turn the radio
Oh,
on.
yes, absolutely.
take it that
Thank
way.
goodness I had you to turn up last night to watch that ball game then, because I finally got a feeling that we were going to win it when I turned you back up again, and the other guys had us losing it by 15 points, I think. So
You're not a little bit stitious. You're superstitious. huh?
absolutely, all the way.
240 is the current high bid, and that's Lisa. Thank you so much, Lisa. Again, if we get to 600, we'll cut it off right then and there at our buy it now price. But as I mentioned, the projector is worth well more than that. Plus, you get all those great add-ins, including that $100 Maselli's gift card. Thanks so much to Maselli's, not only hosting us here tonight, but also generously donating that as well.
Well, that Roger Browning made the contribution for the camera, the projector, and we want to thank Roger for that great contribution as well. He's been a part of the St. Patrick's Day Parade almost as long as me, so that's a long, long time ago.
Wow, how about that? Well, we've got 260 on the current bid. Kay, up to 300 quickly here. We just had somebody spike, and that's kind of a back-off bid. He went up $40 on one bid to the next, so maybe that's the one that wins it. Again, if you double that at 600, it would be buy it now, and we'd end it right here. Otherwise, we can sit here and talk about more of Hank Booth's early kissing stories. So feel free to not bid, and Hank will tell more stories.
Already said that's enough. I don't want to hear any more about that, especially Sue. Sue, it's okay. It's
I was just
okay.
going to say, I assumed it was Sue at the drive-in. back
Yeah,
in
I
the-
think she met Patty, and we laughed about that at the 25th Lawrence High Class reunion a few years ago.
Okay, very good.
A couple of dozen years ago.
320 now for the You-Me, Maselli's, and a movie package. Again, that model AK30, fabulous projector. You get HDMI, watch movies, you can watch
There's
sports,
Lisa.
play
Lisa's
video
back.
games. Lisa's making a charge. We're up to 320. Can we at least get to 360? Now it's at 340. It's climbing quickly. If we get to 360, Hank will do a 360 slam dunk right
That's
here,
it.
right now on
That's
the main
it.
stage, like Ochai Abaji. All right, a rim rocking jam from Hank Booth, all courtesy of the St. Patrick's Day live auction. This is one of 5 items we have for you tonight. Hank, what movie would you watch? I want to drink more of my Green Leprechaun. So
I
tell
was
us
gonna say,
what
I
movie
was
you
sitting
put
here
on.
thinking about that, and I've been able to watch a few of the newer movies recently that have been coming out with all the different online ways you can watch movies these days. But I think I'd have to go to an old one of the older ones, something that had so much action and so much, boy, everything was going crazy. Well, let me think about that
Okay,
for a
some
minute
kinda
longer, okay?
like Raiders of the Lost
have another
Ark or-
sip, and I'll sit here and think
Sure,
about
sure.
that.
420. That's a great number in terms of the folks bidding here. We're getting closer to 600 right now, so let's see if we can make it all the way up to that goal of 600. But I think for me, if it was a movie this time of year, my dad and I always had a tradition. Right before baseball season, we'd always watch Roy Hobbs and The Natural every year on a grainy old VHS cassette deck tape. We'd watch it, and that would kick off the boys of summer by having a little baseball in the spring. So that's probably the movie I'd watch this time.
What a great movie that one is right there. That
$440. We're charging hard.
We're getting there. 600 buys it. 600. Step right up there. Was that somebody named George that made that big bid, made that big jump? Someone did. We'll take another look here. That
Mary.
was Mark. Mark, make that bid. It's just a little bit more. 600, and we're going to let you have it right there. There's 500.
How about that?
All right, Lisa. Was that Lisa that did that? No, somebody new? We've got the battle going on here. By the way, if you do get to that 600, that buys it. Mark is at 500. Let's see what happens here. We've got that bid right up there at 500. Somebody might jump in there and do this. I have a feeling that Mark's dedicated to this. Let's not let him get it for free, though. Don't let him get it too inexpensively. Somebody step up there and put another bid in.
I'm told if it goes no further than 500, we can end it there. But let's give it 30 more seconds here.
All right, somebody go in there and challenge
30
Mark.
more seconds.
Give Mark a challenge here, folks. We do need that money for all of those different projects that we'll have an opportunity to very carefully choose now that we know where all of that money that we're going to provide is going to go to help people that have helped so many youngsters during this COVID drive.
30 more seconds. If we get north of 500, I'll give you my personal copy of Roy Hobbs and The Natural to watch on your first movie experience. I've upgraded from VHS to now like Blu-ray.
Lisa.
And we're 550. How about that? Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah,
That's
right.
awesome.
Wow.
We get to 600. Hank and Sue will reenact the drive-in.
That's it.
So,
That's right. We'll do the drive-in. We'll do the drive-in.
just with their car. Just
Yeah,
pulling
well,
up.
we went to the Sunset Drive-In Theater. There'll be a few people listening tonight that remember the Sunset Drive-In Theater. The Lawrence Drive-In was over there just off of 23rd and Alabama Street. That's where we used to go ahead and go over the back fence there, right off of Alabama and 25th Street. And
Wow.
easy way in, and then you start talking to somebody in a car through the window and make sure that the guys who were going around patrolling for you realized that you were with somebody in that car, you know.
Okay, very nice. That's some interesting history I never knew about Lawrence. All right, 5, 4, 3. Any more bids? 2.
Get it, Mark. Go
1.
get it, Mark.
Lisa, I believe, is our winner at $550. Thank you so much, Lisa. We are so grateful for your generosity. A huge difference that's going to make for local kids' charities here in Douglas County. We
got to that first one, and I'll tell you what, we do have that great one coming up that you mentioned earlier, that hand-carved by chainsaw Jayhawk that we're going to take a look at here on the video in just a second. So, Brian, you want to introduce that?
Fired up about that one. Before we do, though, do want to thank the folks at Lucia for these awesome drinks, including the Green Leprechaun that I'm enjoying tonight. We have the Clover Club that you saw, the more pink drink. Hank was going to drink that one, but he thought it was a little emasculating, so he went with this instead. But as if the whipped cream on the nose wasn't,
not true.
But no, we were having a blast with this, so thank you, Lucia. Thank you, Mike Logan, and everybody over there. And Alicia, thank you for hooking me up with that. But yes, live auction item number 2 is our Cansaw Jayhawk. Dotson, but as skillfully as Michelangelo.
You said he made one of those for
Devontae Graham.
Yeah.
So we had our celebrity 3-point contest last year, and he made the trophy for the winner, and he would make it after whoever won it, whether it was Svi or downtown Terry Brown. Turned out to be Devontae Graham. Devontae loves it. It's in his house now, and Dan Besco is the guy that made that possible. So how cool would that look in your man cave or your she shed? He'll do it for you. Cansaw carvings. Really appreciate Dan Besco's generosity, and thanks to Dan Story of the KU Alumni Association for making that video of seeing Dan in warp speed.
$1,000 will be our top bid. If you want that and you want to take it home.
have some input with the carving or not. I know sometimes he allows you to let you know what kind of Jayhawk you'd like to see featured. Or Kay, is there a little bit of creativity or personal preference involved, or is it going to be one standard Jayhawk?
Well, it's actually already done. So if you're on the website right now, you should be able to see the actual finished item.
Oh,
It
cool.
is about 36 inches tall. It's absolutely beautiful. I very much want it myself. And it's just. They're just absolutely lovely, and I just think that the wonderful that sped up video is just like super cool to see how he does it. I don't know how long it actually takes him to do it, but absolutely beautiful, wonderful work. That's great for the Midwest.
And did you say it's George that's the current bid leader? at
Actually, right now it
165?
is
Roger,
Roger Scott.
Roger, okay.
Roger,
And
all
Roger,
right.
listen, man, I'm not trying to steal your thunder, but 165 is way too low. As
Oh,
I
my,
say
yes.
that, it goes to 200. I'm not sure who's got 200, but these are worth 3 times that. Like I said, our buy it now price would be 1,000. But I've got a personal one he did for me in my man cave of the 1912 Jayhawk.
Oh,
which is
wow.
the skinny-legged Jayhawk. I can identify with him.
Yeah.
And it looks so stinking cool. I've got it right over my pool table. It's awesome. You would get a 36-inch, big, wide-base, tree stump-looking Jayhawk. As we heard from Kay Traver, you can see it on the website right now. Lisa is at it again. She is a bidding fiend right now. We're up to 220. Somebody may have just topped Lisa. So Roger's coming at her. Look out. Roger, Lisa. They're going to go back and forth. But 220 currently, guys, that's a steal of a deal. I mean, even though he did it in about 10 seconds on the video, the actual time that goes into these, though he can do them quickly, once he goes back in to paint them, there's so much talent and skill
Oh, my goodness.
and effort put into this.
I
It's
can't
worth
even
so much more than 220.
I can't imagine how in the world he does that with a chainsaw. Now, Brian, have you used a chainsaw for any length of time at all? Just cutting
Jeff
a
Long
piece
won't
of
trust me
wood.
with a trainsaw. They give me a microphone, and that's
Yeah, well,
dangerous
no.
enough. But they won't authorize chainsaw usage at this point.
Yeah, I
So-
grew up with an uncle that said, here, you're big enough to drive the pickup, you're big enough to operate the chainsaw. So I had to
Nice.
learn all the rules very early. About 12, 13, 14, I was cutting
Did you?
wood. You bet. They had
Did you?
3 of them. One of us said, one of the kids had to cut wood. So
Well, we've got Lisa back in front at 260. It's shaping up to be a 2-horse race between Roger and Lisa. And
put
now we're up to
somebody new in
300,
there.
just
There
like
we go.
that.
I think it's a new one, maybe. A new one, and $1,000 gets it to your home.
Eric.
Eric stepped up. All right, Eric, thank you very much for putting a new face into this thing. We can't see your face, Eric. That's all right. Make sure that we have lots of bidders. Let's get a few more people involved with this, because I can't imagine there's one Jayhawk in America that wouldn't love, or the world, that wouldn't love to have this as a gift.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness, yeah.
Selfishly, I'd want to buy it for myself, but you could give it to any one of your friends, and it'd be the best gift they got all year. And truly something special that you could bust out just in time for March Madness, but enjoy all year round. Eric, currently the high bidder at $300. Roger and Lisa, I know you're out there. Don't let Eric do that to you. Jump back in front of him right now. You can still get it at a steal of a deal. As I mentioned, these go typically well north of twice what they're currently going for. And as I say that, up to $350. So thank you for your generosity, keeping it coming. And Dan Besco, once again, want to shout out to him. Such a terrific talent with a huge heart that does this for a lot of local causes. Dan, we appreciate you so much. We're at 370 now as Roger and Lisa, and now Jana jumping
Jana, another new
in.
one
Very
there.
nice.
Hey, I wanted to mention, too, that the great video that we've watched now, I think at least twice, was done by a fellow up at the KU Alumni Association. So our thanks to those folks as well. I
Yeah.
know that the official colors are crimson and blue, but for one day, they are green. They're Irish green for St. Patrick's Day, the 17th of March. No parade this year. No, that's not true. There is a parade. It's a reverse parade, Brian.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
You and Sue and your makeout wagon are going to drive backwards
That's
down the
right.
street.
We're going to go backwards down Massachusetts Street
No,
looking at
no.
all the displays.
That's not true. But yes, the displays, all the local businesses are gathering to bring the St. Patrick's pride to you guys with some front of the store displays.
That's
Tell us
right.
about that.
Big, nice displays on a lot of downtown businesses. How many are we up to now? Are we up to more than, I know it's more than 15 or 20, because there were lot then. And then there are going to be displays at people's homes around town as well.
That's
And
awesome.
well, here Kay's already got her display started out in front of her home, and the St. Patrick's Day parade got prizes for their wonderful displays. And Kay, do you have another one of those prizes back there that people are going to win, or is that the feature of your outdoor display there that we were looking at?
So,
Can we
just have
take
to
a
get a
look at this
microphone here.
little
By the
guy
way,
over
we're up
here?
to 500 now.
All right.
Lisa, way to go.
Wow.
Super impressed.
Fantastic.
She takes something in the 300 range and takes it all the way up to 500. That was a big, bold bid. Thank you, Lisa. Kay, tell us more about the reverse parade this year.
Yeah, so we hopefully will have more than just my house and a few other houses that sort of just kind of think of it like Christmas, but instead of red and green, it's orange and green. And so a lot of houses will have a lot of different, hopefully, things going on. If you go down Mass Street right now, there's some wonderful addresses. Some are actual paid entries who are competing for a trophy. Then there's also, for example, at 714 Mass, Van Gogh has done a wonderful painting. There's some really fun stuff over at Taco at 9th and Mass. And then there's going to be some houses around that are going to be really fun. Mine probably will not get done till Sunday. I've been a little busy with trying to figure out the software to make this happen. And do want to really thank everyone who is watching right now and with your patience with us kind of getting this off and making it work and everything. But do know we have over 100 silent auction items that will start when we are done with this live auction, and there's so many fun things and some wonderful trips.
Well, thank you for bringing up that silent auction, because it's going to go on until the 13th, this next Saturday, not tomorrow, the next Saturday after that, the 13th. So we'll have that silent auction going on, so you can bid on items, just about 130 items on that list. That's for sure, and there are some really neat items there you can bid on all week long.
Indeed, there are. We're up to $550. Kay, what do you think? Another 30 seconds on this one?
I really hope so, because I think the Lisa who's on there might be my sister hoping to get me something for my birthday. But I don't know if that's the case.
Hint, hint, hint.
Yes, hint. But I'm assuming if you're on and seeing this on YouTube, you do know how to bid, and you can just go to Lawrence St. Pat's 21 for 2021 .givesmart.com, and that'll take you right over to all those other items. All the silent items right now are on preview mode, so you can look at them, get enticed, but as soon as we're done here tonight, those will all open up, and you can just start bidding away on trips and food. There's food for a year within 3 cases. It's amazing. A meal a week for 52 weeks. So there's all kinds of wonderful things for everybody. So
That's fabulous.
Fantastic.
okay, I think we'll finish up with the item number 2.
Anybody else? We had Roger in the mix earlier. Eric, it just went up to 570. Somebody just topped Lisa. So, Lisa's going to be bouncing back with a vengeance here.
Oh, no, it is Lisa.
It's
And
Lisa.
Lisa just made sure. Lisa just made sure. And Kay's going, okay, now. Count it down,
Anybody want
Brian.
to try to take down the mighty Lisa? We're at 570. We'll give you a chance to get in one more bid if you want to. Again, the buy it now price on this was $1,000, so you're still going to be well shy of that. And while it's great to get a great deal, at the end of the day, we're about making money for these local kids,
That's right.
charities, and organizations that the St. Patrick's Day
600.
auction benefits. We are up to 600, which means we have a new high auction item of the night. Previous one went for 550.
we better
Roger
give
is back.
Anybody else out there that's bidding an opportunity to top that 600, Brian?
700, Hank.
700
How
just
about
popped
that?
up there. How about that?
Now, this is real money. We're going up in $100
And
increments
there's Lisa. Okay.
instead of $10 increments. I like that.
I was gonna
Lisa.
say,
Lisa's making it rain right now. Green in honor of St. Patty's Day. Keep
That's
it coming now.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
I like it. 700. All right. Well, we'll give it a little more time. They keep rolling in. 750.
There's another bid.
Very nice. Very nice.
My
How much money
goodness.
would it take to get
Roger,
Hank Booth
Roger's
on the
back in
chainsaw?
there. What's that? How, me?
How much money would it take to have you bust out a chainsaw?
I'll get the chainsaw out. I'm just not going to try to chainsaw a Jayhawk. All I'm doing is cutting a piece of wood into 2 pieces and putting it in the fireplace. By
There you
golly,
go.
that's as far as my skills go.
If we get to 1,000, you'll get Dan Besco's artwork, and Hank Booth will make your first
That's
fire
right. I
of
will
next
get your
winter.
fire started next winter,
How
not
about
this
that?
winter. I'm done cutting firewood this winter.
But we got to
No
get to
more.
1,000.
There's 770. we're going to keep it going here. We can't stop.
It's a full head of steam.
Yeah, we're getting the bids
I think
coming
what's
in hot
happening
and heavy
is
now.
they're sucking down some green leprechauns and clover clubs. And now they're getting a little more generous.
You're going to need a refill there,
I know.
Brian. You're going to need a
Hopefully Alicia
refill.
can run down to Lucia real fast.
Pardon me, I'm going to have to go ahead and have another sip of this. It's very tantalizing Irish coffee. Irish coffee.
$800, Hank. 800. I like it. 800.
Lisa back in that one. Roger's back.
Roger and
back.
Lisa.
Oh boy.
Once again, the 2-horse race. You know, Roy Williams just got his 900th win the other day.
Oh my goodness.
Bill Self's young enough at 58. He's going to get more than 1,000 when it's all said and done.
I think you're
but
right.
can we get at least 900 on the bid in honor of Coach Williams from the other day? That'd be pretty cool to see.
That would be.
And then let's get 1,000 because that's what Bill Self's going to have someday. But keep them coming. We're almost done with this Cansaw carvings. It's still not up to the buy it now price, so you know you're still getting great value. But keep in mind, this is all about the kids, and this generous donation is going to go a long, long ways. After the St. Patrick's Day Parade, we'll find out who those 3 local, or anywhere between 1 and 5, really, local kids' charities are. I say 3 because that's what it was last time around, but it could be as many as 5 local kids' charities, all the proceeds benefiting those causes this year. All right, we're getting close to the finish line. 800 currently. 800 going once. Anybody going to jump in? Is it Roger or is it Lisa? Roger's in front. Lisa, don't let your sister down. Going once. Going twice. 10 more seconds if you want to jump in and be a hero. Cansaw carvings. 3 times and sold. Capped at $800. Very nice.
You did a job on that one. Boy, I tell you what, you were just about ready to close that off, and people just jumped in there like crazy. That's
How about
great.
that?
Thank you to Lisa and Roger for your bidding battle there. We appreciate it very much.
Very good. All right. Well, we've got a special video coming up here in just a bit, Hank.
Oh, great.
Why don't you tell us about that? Maddie D putting together a nice video for us that talks about everything going on this month.
Well, I'll tell you what, with everything that is going on, there's still Irish Road Bowling. That's going to be coming up on the 21st, and that's out at Clinton Lake, out there on the club side of things. I say the club side, where everybody goes out to have a nice time in the great club of the outdoors. The poker run itself is going to be going on all through the month of March, so you can kind of total up all of your running. The Shamrock Shuffle is going all month. Excuse me. The poker run is the motorcycles. Yeah. That's the motorcycles, and that's coming up the 13th, a week from this Saturday. That's the poker run. That's the motorcycle trip, and you can get all this information about all of these things and how you count up your miles for the Shamrock Shuffle all through the month of March with that website that we've been telling you about. So that's where it all is.
Very good. Well, coming up in just a bit, item number 3, dinner at the Circle S Ranch. Before we do that, though, here's that aforementioned video.
Hi there, I'm Kay, a long-time member of the Lawrence St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee. Beginning with just a pint of ale and an idea, the Lawrence St. Patrick's Day has been committed to raising money for Douglas County children's charities for over 34 years. Through the decades, believe it or not, we have raised nearly $1,200,000, funding everything from accessible playgrounds to treatment for children with congenital heart defects and so much more. Despite the pandemic, the Lawrence St. Patrick's Day Parade continues to bring energy and spirit to the Lawrence community. It is more than just a one-day parade. It's a season of events that brings people together, even while we have to stay apart. This year, we are keeping the luck alive with virtual events such as our online pub quiz and this online auction. We are also holding live distance event, including Irish Road Bowling, and we updated our Shamrock Shuffle so that you can participate on your own safe time frame. But let's not forget the parade. The world's a little upside down, so we're doing our parade a little backwards. The parade won't pass you by, and instead, local businesses and families across Lawrence are decorating their storefronts and their home fronts to bring on the season. So let me introduce you to a couple of our parade entries and how they are getting ready.
Hi, I'm Mike Logan, owner of Lucia Beer Garden and Grill, and we'll be hosting the Shamrock Shack March 11th through the 21st.
My name is Jerry Neverby, the co-owner of the Red Lion Tavern in downtown Lawrence.
I'm a downtown business owner. I've been for almost 20 years. I am a longtime Lawrencian. Grew up here, and the parade something that we never missed as kids. I've been downtown every year.
It's been a fun tradition for many, many, many years in Lawrence. The parade started out very, very small as a small parade between two bars, just expanded over the years. We opened up our first bar downtown in 1985. The parade had grown such that discussion came up, but let's hold this downtown.
We got really excited when the parade committee came up with the idea of having floats that don't move, and we've got a pretty large patio. We're really looking forward to decking it out like it would be a float that just doesn't move. What you're going to see in the space, we are definitely going to have St. Pat's take over. It's a lot of green.
Yeah, what we're seeing is just a little festive green atmosphere. We decorate for all the holidays because it makes everybody feel happy and wonderful, and St. Patrick's Day is probably our most fun one. The Red Lion has been a part of the downtown parade for many, many years. It's one of the focal points. People have been coming here for years, enjoying themselves. You can come down, get your perfect pint of Guinness.
This parade committee is pretty phenomenal in what they do, the efforts they do, not just in this COVID year, but every year in raising money. We're happy to be a part of it and certainly have a sense of pride in that.
Keep the support going. We're on a roll, and next year we'll be hopefully putting 20,000 people downtown again.
Tonight, we are auctioning just a handful of our many items and activities donated by individuals and businesses. From trips to hosted dinners, there will be something for everyone. Keeping with our backwards theme, we begin tonight with our live auction instead of the silent auction, and we will launch our silent auction at the end, which also includes this lovely Van Gogh bench. So let's take it back to our hosts, Hank and Brian, who are hosting for the evening and will help keep us the luck alive. And take it away, guys.
Bench looks like a great item for the silent auction, Brian. I'm going to have to take a look at that one.
No
That
doubt.
does look great. We've got a great item coming up next on our live auction. It's got $160 on it right now, and that is the get-together at Circle S for 8. You know, the Circle S Ranch, located up north in Jefferson County, is just something that is a very special place to go. You're driving into a different time, a different place, a different space and time. Old Kansas is what you could call it. You almost want to park your car at the gate when you're coming in and get on a horsey wagon, a horse-drawn wagon, and ride it on up, or a carriage, and ride it right on up to the front door and have them help you out of the carriage and on into the dining room. The food is always delicious, and I would strongly urge whoever gets this and who invites people out, get the room so you all can stay.
Yeah.
Family goes, that's great. Take the kids along. There'll be animals out there to go peek at and see the next day after dinner or when they get up in the morning. So there's just lots of things to take care of for enjoying a weekend out of town, but not too far. Just up in Jefferson County. I think it's probably about a 30-minute drive from downtown Lawrence to get out to Circle S. I've known the family that built that since they originally dreamed it, and I've watched it go up, and I've watched it taken care of. But it's a fabulous place and a great item. Let's make sure we get this bidding going here now. I think we're at 160 at this time, and that's Alonzo, I believe, that made that bid. So let's get the bid started on item number 3, the get-together for 8. 4 couples, a perfect evening out for 4 couples. Get your rooms there. They've got the 10 rooms usually that they'll be able to provide. They're all different. They're all in different styles, and it's just a great place, a great, great place.
Really is. I was enjoying the pictures of those rooms as you were giving that great description moments ago. I've been to a couple of wedding receptions out there. I always love the Circle S Ranch, but I've never actually had a chance to stay overnight. That's pretty cool. Now, this is dinner for 8, to be clear. Hank's recommending you add in the overnight stay. But the fabulous food, amazing atmosphere, like you said, like you're stepping into old Lawrence, old times. All right, Douglas is our current high bidder. Thank you, Douglas. $180 on that current dinner for 8. As you said, it'd be perfect for 4 couples heading out there, or maybe just one big group of friends. So
That is a great item to put together there. And by the way, yes, they do serve alcoholic beverages for you at your dinner table or at a bar afterwards or before, whatever you'd like to have. So, yes, that's available for you there, too.
But do they make the green leprechaun?
There
because
you go.
Alicia just topped me off. I was getting kind of low.
I was gonna,
And as the bids went up, so did the water level in my glass from the green leprechaun here at Lucia. So thank you, Alicia, for that. But $180 is the current bid. We have a call coming in.
A call coming in. Wait a minute. I didn't Can we take a call here, Kay? Is this all? We can take
Oh, my
this
goodness.
call. Well, look.
Eric,
Look,
stop playing.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, for heaven's
Hi, we're
sake.
having a lot of fun here in Old West Lawrence watching the
Oh, my
auction
goodness.
this evening.
Well, we have some famous people here.
Yeah.
You play your flute.
That's Eric on
Would
the
you
flute.
please, Eric? Would you play the flute and then introduce the group here? So play it at kind of a nice soft tone there, and then you
Sure.
perhaps could go ahead and play that
All right.
nice flute sound, and you can introduce yourself.
That's good stuff. Eric is part of Boys on the Prairie, and that's one of our silent auction items. You can rent his band for a party at your house or for your local events.
All right,
Good
yeah.
stuff, Eric.
Hi guys,
You're
I'm
right.
Eric Ryan. I'm with Boys of the Prairie. I'm actually 1/4 of the Boys of the Prairie. I'm here with Janet and Bobby tonight, who are on the parade board, and they're doing the good work here. And we're so happy to be representing the parade committee itself. And we're excited about this opportunity at Circle S Ranch. It's a great place. If you've never been there, it'll be a wonderful dinner. Apparently, you can add on the evenings too. It's for up to 8 people. It sounds incredible. And I do want to plug, after the live auction, there is a silent auction. You can buy my band. And my band, Boys of the Prairie, has been around since the mid-'80s. I've only joined it a few years back, but we play Kansas City Irish Fest, we play Topeka Irish Festival. And it's, there's a
And
lot
they'll
of great
play your
opportunities.
party.
We'll
If
play
you-
your party.
If you
yes.
buy them, they'll play your party.
Oh my!
So, which they've done for the last couple of years in a row.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
So, but that's the silent auction. I think tonight it's all about the live auction.
Exactly.
And we're super excited
Oh,
about
yes.
Circle S Ranch.
Yes.
So, and we are part of the parade committee, and Bobby is actually the co-chair of the auction this year.
I was going to
So-
say, hi, Bobby. You were on the radio with me the other day. Oh, put that on
Yes.
Bobby and those folks there. They're much more attractive to look at than I am, and Brian. He's still worn out from last night's basketball game. I know that. So, but Bobby, thank you for being on the radio with me to talk about the auction. But still, lots of items coming up. But thank you for taking care of the big auction here. There's a lot going on. We're getting some bids on our Circle S. We're up to 220 now, I believe. So come
Yeah.
on, let's get these
Excellent.
bids bumped up there some more.
Eric, do you take requests on the flute? If I
I can, yes.
if I
yes.
offered to double the bidding, if you could play the KU Fight song, would you do that?
Oh, I don't know if I can play the KU Fight song.
He can clap it.
It's- I don't know if legal for an Irish musician to play the KU Fight song.
Oh,
They
okay.
could face
He could do
serious
Notre Dame, but not
consequences.
KU.
Yeah,
right?
Notre
You
Dame
want
would be
to try
all right.
clapping it?
No, that's all right.
We can
We're up to
definitely
300.
clap it.
We're up to 300, but
There's 300 on that item. But
That's
Eric,
awesome.
if you would play another tune, how about
Sure.
what's your favorite one? What's your very favorite one to play?
My
Gangsta's
very
Paradise?
favorite one. Actually, I will go with one that's "Haste to the Wedding." It's a beautiful jig. So.
Beautiful.
Wow,
Yes,
very nice.
indeed. Fantastic. Now we ought to get another bid on that great dinner there at Circle S. $340 is our most recent bid, and we'd be glad to make sure that your bid gets put on that list of bidders here. $360 just took a jump again, so that's great. Brian's on his second trip to
Lucia?
Lucia's. He's on
Yeah.
his second trip to Lucia's there, so. But you keep playing the music, maybe people
Man.
will keep upping their bids there.
That's good
so-
stuff. You know, Eric's amazing, and he's 1/4 again of Boys on the Prairie, which is a silent auction item. If Janet and Bobby could tell us firsthand experience how good the food is at Circle S
Oh,
Ranch,
yes, please do.
that'd probably drive up the bids a
Amazing.
little bit.
It's absolutely wonderful. And here's the really cool part about it is if you happen to be one of those people like me who doesn't like steak, they will support all dietary requests. So don't feel like you have to go out there and just have steak, because if you're more of a fish eater, they will make sure that you are taken care of all of your guests or just if you have a couple of guests that need to be taken care of. So I strongly encourage you to bid because I think you're going to have the most amazing meal because I know their food is absolutely fabulous.
I need to be Janet's +1 because I'll just eat her steak.
There you go, Janice. Yes, you just turn that steak over to Brian, and he'll be glad to take care of it for you. I am sure. We're up to 420 for that get-together at Circle S for 8. And again, your choice from the menu is going to be just fine. I'm sure they'll put something together for your group that you would all like to enjoy or share, but that main dish may be something special that you need, and they'll do it for you. They'll make it work for you, whatever it happens to be.
Very good. So currently $420. The buy it now price is $800. We'll go a little bit longer here. What do you think, Eric? I'm putting you on the spot. If we get to $800, not bring the whole band out, just you. Would you come out and serenade the group of 8, maybe with a little Ed Sheeran on the flute? Could you do that for us if we got to 800?
If we got to 800, I could come out and play a couple tunes for some folks. Absolutely.
There we go.
So how about that? You got dinner for 8 and a personal private serenade. That'd be pretty sweet. But if you want the full band, you got to do the silent auction item for Boys on the Prairie. We'll give it a few more minutes.
It'd be a nice combination.
That would be.
Yes.
Buy up the group for that on the silent auction, and then they'll come out and play there at the Circle S for your party. That'd be fantastic.
Good. Absolutely.
And Janet and Bobby will come along and clap the Rock Chalk chants and the KU fight song.
Yes.
There we go.
440. We're climbing now. 440 indeed.
Woo-hoo!
This is item number 3 of 5 live items tonight. And we appreciate everybody's generosity. Our current high bidder, is that Jana? Jana, who's going to be featured in the next live auction item, but she's jumping in on the third auction item to possibly be a winner here. Thank you, Jana, for your generosity. We appreciate that. Keep those bids coming in, currently at 440.
I wanted to ask Bobby a question because I do like to do this with people that I talk to that are fairly new on the St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee. What made you want to join in and get to be part of the St. Patrick's Day Parade group? We've added hundreds of people through the years, and it's always fun to find out what led somebody to say, I want to be on the St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee. Because believe it or not, folks, a lot of these folks that are on the committee don't do it just so they can drink beer every Tuesday night for about 2 months, okay? What about it, Bobby? Is there something special that brought you on board?
Well, it started out, my girlfriend Janet over here was a queen candidate, and she kind of roped all of her girlfriends in to help her out and help support her. And I decided it was such a great, wonderful organization to be a part of. I learned what wonderful things they do for the community. Man. And who wouldn't want to be a part of that?
That's very true. And I have to say to our viewers here today, I'm so used to saying listeners, our viewers here tonight, it was Bobby, and I'm sure you had some help there from Jana, that put together a lot of the items in this silent auction that you're going to have a chance to bid on until next Saturday the 13th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So any silent auction items, you can bid on them until next Saturday the 13th, and keep that bidding going. We're up to 460 on that Circle S, but we're going to have to close that one down here pretty quick because we still got 2 more big ones to go.
Surely we can get to 500, right? I'm not the best mathematician, but wouldn't that be about $40 a person?
That'd be perfect. That'd be perfect.
So $500 is dinner for 8. You get the atmosphere, the ambiance, and if we go all the way up to 800, you get a personal serenade from Mr. Eric as well. So
that's it. That's it.
But before 60, that's a great deal. I'm told we have about 60 seconds left. For the sake of the kids, surely we can get to 500, right?
Yes,
We've had nice round numbers of 550 for you, me, Maselli's in a movie. We had 800 for the Cansaw carvings. Surely for the Circle S Ranch dinner for 8, we can get to a nice round $500. We've had a lot of great bidders on this one. Alonzo got it going for us early. We've had several folks, including Jana, jumping in late. Who's going to take us to the finish line in the final 30 seconds here of our item number 3, dinner for 8 at the Circle S Ranch? Do want to thank Janet, Eric, and Bobby for jumping in with us there. Thanks so much. We appreciate you guys. And
thank you both.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, all the auction coordinators, thanks to Susan, to Bobby, to SJ, to Alicia, and to Kay. Did I get all those correct? Alicia, excuse me, I'll get that right. Alicia, one of the coordinators for the auction, thanks to all of you for your wonderful support and help at the St. Patrick's Day Parade. Angie, we can't forget Angie on that list, too.
Who's our current high bidder at 460? We got about 15 seconds left. Jonna is. Okay. And Jonna's going to be featured on item number 4 here in just a second. Who wants to steal her thunder and outbid her in the final 10 seconds? 460, it's going once. 460 going twice. Dinner for 8 at the Circle S Ranch. Circle S stands for sold. $460 to Jonna. Thank you so much. And speaking of Jonna, she's our executive chef featured in auction item number 4, Dinner at Owl House, catered by Jonna Traver. Hank, tell me more.
Well, I tell you what, we have some people that actually took part in this dinner that can tell us a lot more about it, and that's Glenn and Jan Sheridan, who I believe bought that last year. And I believe we have a picture, is that correct, and some more information of the Sheridans. Am I into this too soon? Did I jump ahead of the plan here? There they are at that table, getting ready or finishing up that wonderful meal that she put together. You know what? I'm going to let Kay tell about her sister, because we have such a great chef here, and she's won awards. She's been featured in national public. Tell us about your sister, your big sister, or I guess, yes, your older sister, right?
Yes, it is my sister. Some days are great, some days aren't. But when she is cooking, it is always a wonderful, wonderful day. So this dinner that she put on last year, of course, our auction was before pandemic, so we had to kind of play around with how we could do this and make it really fun. And we ended up giving it as an anniversary dinner. And per Jonna's abilities, of course, she will do anything to your dietary needs, anything to requests that you have. In this case, Glenn, who bought this dinner, he really loved this Peruvian dish that my sister is very great at. We're actually from Peru, so we love the Peruvian cuisine. And so we started it off with making sure that we had this item in particular that he really, really loved. But do know that this will be in a beautiful, beautiful home right off of Tennessee Street, one of those Victorians with the wraparound porches. And depending on weather dependent and comfort dependent, we can either do it outdoors on the patio or indoors. And it will be about a 5-course meal. It will be wine paired with some probably bubbly to start on the patio, and then pair up each of your items with wine from City Wine Market, which are wonderful. Steve and Jamie from City Wine Market will help us out with getting those paired up. So it's a wonderful evening that you can have, or afternoon if you'd like, with up to 80 of your friends, and we'll set it up the time that you want it. And do know that Jonna is has been a chef for decades and decades. She's actually cooked for Bill Clinton even, and has been the executive chef of KU Dining and Catering, and goes all the way back to being the executive chef at Fifi's restaurant.
Oh,
if
my
you remember,
goodness. Yes,
that
indeed.
the only white tablecloth restaurant that we had in town for a long time. So you will not be disappointed. You will be waited on in a lovely situation, in a lovely area, and it's one not to miss for sure.
That's fantastic.
How about that?
Yep, right there across from the train park, and beautiful place, a wonderful dinner, and she will make it perfect, that's for sure. And just ask Glenn and Jan. They'll be glad to tell you all about it. Are we ready now to, my goodness, it's $1,020. My heavens. This dinner they purchased, according to Glenn and Jan, the dinner we purchased was a wonderful experience from beginning to end. Working with the chef and her team on the menu and the plans for the evening were very easy. The chef preparation was well done. The pace allowed for much conversation with hosts and friends, complimenting the food, and complete wine pairings. Came with a personal explanation about each choice. It was educational and a nice touch to it. The experience was above our expectations, and I would highly recommend it to anyone. So someone has already bid $1,020. What's our top buy it now bid on that one?
1,800.
1,800. So this is something that I know has brought a lot of money in the past. It's a wonderful special item.
Did I hear 1,600? Is that right? Last year went for 1,600 last year. Buy it now would be 1,800 this year, currently at 1,020. We got to get at least 1,320 in honor of Hank Booth.
There we go,
the voice of Lawrence.
1,320. We'll get that
Exactly.
1,320 surely.
And I spent 10 years at 1320 KLWN,
That's
so
right.
I'll join you there, my man.
Some of our best years with Brian Haney at the microphone for Rock Chalk Sports Talk. You bet. He created the Rock Chalk Sports Talk program.
Amazing, it's still going 19 years later.
That's
It's
right.
incredible.
That's
but yeah,
right.
1020 is the current high bid. That's $1,020. Again, dinner for 8 at an Old West Lawrence Victorian home. Chef Jonna Traver, who brought in $1,600 on this item last year, she's back again, and we just gave you that fabulous quote a second ago, talking about what a wonderful experience was had by last year's winners, Glenn and Jan Sheridan. You'll be giving rave reviews yourself if you wind up the winner of this one. As we heard from Kay, who's a little bit biased, but she was just reading the facts. This is former executive chef of KU Catering and Dining. Numerous awards she's won, and she was chef at Morisco's and Fifi's, national awards. I mean, if you can get Michelin stars in Douglas County, she'd be the one to get it. So make sure you take advantage of this opportunity. Make it $1,020, and now as you say that, it goes up to $1,300. That's a pretty big bid
there
right
we
there.
go. A nice
1,300.
jump. Love that.
Not quite $1,320, but we're getting closer.
We're
my
getting
man.
closer. Somebody add 20 to that, 1,320, and we're going to, well, I can't say I'll pop it off to the top, but I might be tempted.
You know, as soon as we go to 1,320, I'm going to ask for 105.9.
There you go. That's right. That's $105,000 for the chef's dinner, and that would kind of make the parade. We wouldn't have to do any of the other auction items. We
Yeah.
could just take care of everything
Let's
right
go
there.
slam more green leprechauns. and have
That's
a fun
it.
Friday at Lucia, where 20% of the proceeds comes right back to the St. Patrick's Day auction. Again, thanks to Lucia, Mike Logan and company for making that possible. 1,300 is the current high bid. This is our 4th of 5.
Oh,
live
wait a
auction
minute.
items.
It just went for 1,800.
How about
We have
that?
had it purchased.
It's our first buy it
1,800.
now.
Wow, fantastic. It is closed. It is closed.
Who was the big bidder at $1,800? That's fabulous. Thank you so much for your generosity.
Lisa, thank you so much. That is a great, great buy from our St. Patrick's Day Parade auction this year. We just have one more live auction item, and it is a wonderful one, I promise you that. But we have another way that we'd like to raise a little bit more money tonight. And, Brian, I know you've done this before where we ask people to just get in there and make a contribution, pick a number, and then we'll see how this works out without being live and in person in the room with everybody.
Yeah, you know, it's tough to do Raise the Paddle when you don't have that energy building in the room of all being live and present together. But we're going to ask you to rise above that, dig deep, give generously. We will raise the paddle for just a couple of minutes here tonight, and then we'll close it down with our 5th and final item, which is that trip to Sarasota. But this is a great opportunity to give to such a wonderful cause in its 34th year of blessing local children's charities right here in Lawrence. So if you're somebody who's maybe bid earlier tonight, you didn't win anything, but you planned on giving, this is your chance to still give something big. So we're going to do 3 levels of giving.
Okay.
And let's dig deep. Let's swing for the fences. Let's shoot our shot here and see if maybe, just maybe, somebody out there in listener land or online viewing land is generous enough to raise the paddle or the shamrock, if you will, for $500.
Or your face mask. Wave your face mask. I've got a spare just in case.
Just
you know,
in case.
So,
Just
all right,
in
yeah.
case. $500. Do we have any paddle raisers for $500?
Just make that bid right now, right there online. Kay Traver will make sure she gets us the information. We have a contribution from Mark of $100 and from Kay of $250.
Oh, that's
so there's a
great.
couple of early ones.
That's great.
How about a $500 contribution? 500 would be great to have at least a couple of those, maybe 4 or 5. That would help so much because last year, you know, Brian, we did this together last year, and it was prior to the whole shutdown of everything. So we
Sure.
were able to be down at Maselli's where right here where we had the auction last year, and it was a big part of the over $100,000, well, the $100,000 that the parade raised for our three beneficiaries last year. They each got $33,333.33.
Wow.
And we were so happy that we kept the extra penny, by the way. And
It's just for you, Hank.
oh, all right. She said my sister was going to make a contribution, but she's already spent about $2,000 tonight. So thank you, Kay's wonderful sister, for being part of this. We appreciate that very much. Bottom line is that everybody out there should make a contribution. $100 would be great. It'd be great if we could get you to make a $500 or a $200, $250 contribution, but plug it in right now on that online service.
We had a 250. We had a 100. Is there somebody out there that feels the tug on their heartstrings to give 500? Wouldn't that be amazing? What a way to bless multiple local children's charities with a $500 donation. If we got 500, I think Hank Booth would come to your backyard Thanksgiving
I'd come over
football
and wave
game
at you there.
and
That
do
would be
play-by-play, the 50-year play-by-play voice of the Lawrence High Lions. How many years is it now?
Oh my gosh, since 1966. Since I did the
66.
early ones, and just did a little bit of color before I went into the Army. Then after the Army, I've been doing it steadily every game since then, except for a few that I had to miss for different reasons, but since 1973. Every game since 73.
We always play backyard football at the Haney household after the Thanksgiving turkey is carved and eaten. I bet for $500 Hank would come
I
out
will
and
come
do
do your
play-by-play.
play-by-play. If you'll give a $500 contribution right now, you'll have play-by-play of the backyard football at your home this next Thanksgiving.
I love it.
God willing, and I can be there and yell out real loud for your neighbors to hear how the football game's going. So,
all right. Well, I'll tell you what. You can continue to raise that paddle. Just because we're going to move on to our final item doesn't mean you can't still give.
That's right. Keep
God
giving.
bless you guys
Keep
for your
giving.
generosity. We appreciate that. All righty. Down the stretch we come.
Here we go.
We told you
Here
we had a
go.
Fab Five of items. This is the fifth and final item. It's already currently at $1,025. This is the Sun and Sand Getaway. Tell me more about this trip to Sarasota.
This is Mike and Chris McGrew's place down in Sarasota, Florida. 8 people are invited for 7 nights, and this location has been recently remodeled. It's absolutely fabulous. It's at St. Armand's Circle in Sarasota, Florida. It's right there by the beach. It's a fabulous place, and 8 couples are going to be able to stay there. 6 people, 3 couples. I'll get this. I'm talking about the dinners now. It's 6 people that can stay there for the 7 nights, and 3 couples going down would be fabulous, and I guarantee you that you're going to have a wonderful time. And but believe the airfare is not included in this particular trip. You do take care of your own airfare, but that location down there is well worth whatever you're willing to bid right here, right now, tonight. We're at $1,025. Let's make sure we jump that up there. Kristen made that bid. How many more bids can we get out there? Let's get a few more, and let's make those at least $100 on those bids, or $50 at least on those bids, because this item is certainly top-notch all the way around.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, right now, though we appreciate Kristen's generous bid of $1,025 for 6 people and 7 nights, that's dirt cheap. What a steal. Let's see if we can more than triple that. The buy it now price in this case would be $5,000. Again, you're down there for a full week, 7-night stay, 6 people. So in this case, you got a room that's going to have at least 3 rooms for 3 couples here, 6 total people. It's newly remodeled, and again, donated by our friends Christine and Mike McGrew. So thank you so much for your generosity to the McGrews and everybody at McGrew Real Estate.
No
there is
mosquitoes.
a pool. There are no mosquitoes on their screened-in porch, I'm told.
No mosquitoes on the porch.
Okay.
That's good news, too. All right. Thank you very much for that news. Did we just go to 1,075?
We did.
Just
Okay.
a small jump there, but that's all. There's a picture. Oh, look at that. The pool is screened in, too.
How about that?
Looks like no
beautiful.
bugs. No bugs in your pool. I like that, but you still get the sunshine. And so it's all right there to enjoy the sunshine, and not one bug is going to get on you. Not at all. That's one of the beautiful bedrooms. It looks like a big king-size bed there. The kitchen area, wow. Man, oh man,
about
6
that?
people can enjoy this for a week. And it's just all the amenities of home and probably work things out. $1,150. Now we're moving. Let's get this thing going. We got to get at least $2,500. At
Sherry.
least $2,500 for this item. Look at that area where it is. Wow.
How close to the water are you? That's amazing. A block and a half, I'm told, from the water. What a beautiful
Right out
area
there on
in
a
Sarasota,
point, yeah.
Florida.
One of the points down there by Sarasota on that point, and the name of that point was they had a picture of the name of it up there a moment ago, and I didn't pay closely enough attention to that, so we'll find that out. But there it is. I mean, that's the area you're going to be staying, and it is top notch all the way.
And that is currently $1,150 is the high bid. As I say that, it goes to $1,200. At 6 people, $1,200. That's $200 a person for 7 nights. That's like $30 per person a night right now. That's
Terry,
a steal.
thank you, Terry, for your bid of $1,200. Let's see if we can't take that up just a little bit more now, because I know the McGrews have invested a lot to make this place absolutely perfect inside. Well, you can see what they've done. I know it's been remodeled, it's been redone all the way around, including that pool that doesn't let any bugs come by to visit.
$1,300. We're climbing up, but still,
now we're going up.
Per person per night rate. Tom Bodette couldn't do better than these
No,
prices right now.
Tom would be trying his best, but he couldn't do better than that one.
And the McGrews will leave the light on for you, I promise you. Tony and Terry have been going back and forth. Now
Terry
Tony's
bid
on
again.
top.
Terry bid again.
Okay.
Another big bid here. Let's get at least $2,500. Somebody break me on that and just give me $3,000 right now, and we'll be great. $1,350. There's a good jump. There we go. Let's make those bids at least $100, folks. Get them bumped up there as fast as we possibly can.
$1,400. Now we're moving.
Susan,
50
14,
apiece.
going fast. It's going so fast, Kay can't keep them written down. That's what we like to see. Don't take your
Mark.
time on these. We need to get them taken care of. And our thanks
$1,450.
to McGrew Real Estate, because when the partners all join together like they have, and everyone that's on that McGrew team are all partners in this, so in effect, Mike and Chris are giving this in name and honor of all of the partners of McGrew Real Estate, so they're all really part of this.
Sure.
And in giving this to all of us, to give to people, to give away here in this auction situation and raise money for the St. Patrick's Day beneficiaries, that's what they're doing. And all the partners of McGrew, thank you very much for your great service. Great service.
$1,500, the current high bid for our sun and sand getaway. 7 nights in beautiful Sarasota, Florida. Can we put back up the picture of the neighborhood and the full ocean area down there? It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, again, I know this is and Jana does wonderful meals, but right now people are paying more for that dinner that Jana will prepare than you're going to give for a week-long stay in Sarasota, Florida, right down by the beach. Sherry is our most recent bidder at $1,600, and let's make this $2,000. How about somebody saying, I want to go, let's put it all together. We can get 2 other couples to join us, and they'll all pitch in some money for this. Let's get this up there so we can all go together and put in $750 and get it up to $2,000 or $2,500. How's that sound?
I mean, think about it, Hank. Even if it just went for $2,100.
Oh, yeah.
For 7 nights, that's $300 a night, which is basically $100 a couple.
That's right.
I mean, that's
$100
just,
a couple when
to
you
stay
go
in a
down.
place this beautiful. Are you kidding me?
Wow. Well, you can't. No, that's unbelievable right there.
Tony's the current high bidder. And forget the deal you're getting. You're making a huge difference in the lives of all these kids' charities that the St. Patrick's Auction Committee is going to bless here. So think about the profound, life-changing impact your dollars are going to have on them, in addition to the chance to finally break out and travel, perhaps for the first time since the pandemic. You take some of your best friends with you. You go down to gorgeous Sarasota, Florida, where it's always sunny and 74 degrees, and come back looking bronze and studly after that time on the beach. Maybe a little surfing, maybe a little fishing. But, I mean, look at that. Absolutely
They don't let me
gorgeous.
get on my surfboard anymore, Brian.
Really?
I don't understand that. No, after I broke my neck, they made me quit surfing. So
Man.
doggone it, I'm unable to do that anymore. But thanks to everybody who does put up with me. And, you know, I used to be 6'2", almost as tall as you are at 6'3". And since I broke my neck, I've lost 4 inches in height. The other good news is that I've lost about 100 pounds in weight. So we're good with the bad. By the way, please visit the LawrenceSt.PatsParade.com website, and you can get lots of information on all the other events coming up and the parade, reverse parade itself.
And of course, we have over 100 silent auction items which are about to be unveiled. They're already unveiled, but about to be able to be bid upon right now online as soon as we wrap up the live auction. Man, I hate to stop at 1,700. Good, we're up to 18.
Let's
Okay,
go. There we go. 1,800.
1,800. I mean, that's still a steal of a deal.
$600 and $100 a night for a couple to be down there. For heaven's sake, that's fantastic. That's fantastic price. Let's double it. Come on, we can double that. $200 a night would be very inexpensive lodging. That would be fabulous. Price right there for that kind of lodging. It would indeed.
Of course, you could drive if you don't want to fly in the midst of the global pandemic. It's not that far of a drive. What's that, about 20 hours or so? Make it a road trip with your friends. Being told to say you could get down there any way you want.
Have you been to Sarasota?
I haven't. I was in Destin a couple of years ago. I haven't been to Sarasota.
I see, yeah.
How close are the two? I was not told there would be geography.
I have not done Sarasota. That's one that I have not
But the
done,
Florida
so
beaches are gorgeous. I was just down in the Gulf Shores area for the KU basketball back in November. Also beautiful. But the pictures I'm seeing that Mark put up a second ago of just the total area down there. I mean, how crystal blue is that water? Oh, here we go.
Good, look at that. Yeah, look at that water. Oh, look at that. Do you have that up on the screen? Can we look at that? Where it's located there it's on the bay side or on the bay side.
Just south of Tampa.
Yeah, just
very
south
good.
of Tampa.
I mean,
all right.
Hate to mention Tampa after the Super Bowl, but man, they've had a good run on the
dear,
NHL.
I didn't say that.
The NFL and the MLB to the World Series as well.
Right. Ooh,
but 1,800 is the current high bid. Surely we can get 2,000, right? Surely we can get 2,000.
We've had some wonderful sponsors on not just this event, but all of them throughout the St. Patrick's Day Parade. We've got a series of events that we still have coming up. There's the road bowling that will be going on. We also have the Shamrock Shuffle, the big motorcycle activity that'll be coming up here. What's that? The 13th on the. That's it. Boca Run on the 13th. Shamrock Shuffle. You do that all month long. Go online and you can find out more about that. But all that's still ahead. Where are we on time? How much time do we have left to bid on this?
Well, we're overtime currently, but
we
there's
are.
a $2,000 bid. That's what we were looking for. Now, that's not a buy it now price, but 2,000 is a nice round number. Thank you to our current high bidder that has us up to $2,000.
That's great.
Still a heck of a
Great.
deal as we get a chance to point out more of those great sponsors, Hank.
Oh, and I want to mention Scott Temperature because we had our furnace go out the other day, and it's not exactly the season you want your furnace to go out. And Scott Temperature was out there in a matter of hours and had it fixed before nightfall. And I mean, they just went after it and got it taken care of.
Wow.
I wanted to make sure I got in another plug for SJ and her dad, Roger, that I've known since I was a young man, running the radio station back in those good old days. And my dad and his dad were best buddies back in the day. So Scott Temperature, a wonderful local hometown business that's still doing great things for people.
Man, that's fantastic. Tony is our current high bidder at $2,000. That's still $3,000 less than the buy it now. We just had a buy it now on our Chef Jonna Traver dinner of $1,800, but we're only 40% of the way to the buy it now on this great Sarasota
$2,100.
vacation.
There we go.
Okay, now I want to point out some history here. KU basketball has 2,321 wins. We are 5 back of Kentucky. We could catch Kentucky by the end of this year and be the winningest program in college basketball history in honor of Bill Self and the Jayhawks. Surely we can get at least 23-21.
There we go.
I don't know if we can bid in that increment or not, but the most loyal of Jayhawk fans would have our next bid be 23-21 in honor of Bill Self in Kansas. Did you know when Bill was hired in 2003, we were 47 games back of Kentucky for the all-time wins lead?
I didn't know that.
Now it's down to 5. and we
I
could
don't
catch them
think
this year.
Kentucky's going to spread it out this year.
No, they're not going to make the
No,
tournament
no,
at all.
no, They're not
So
going to be
we're
there.
2100. In honor of Rock Chalk Jayhawk, Rock Chalk Shamrock, how about 2321 for our next bid? Could we get that much? It's Sherry currently at 2100.
What a great bid that would be for this wonderful trip down to this wonderful beach location there on one of those points on the western coast of Florida. Boy, you jump in there. Wouldn't that be great? 2321, perfect bid to celebrate a little ahead of time. But if the Jayhawks could go through, and you said they play 9 games if they go all the way.
Sure. Yeah, we could surpass Kentucky.
3
this
in the
year.
Big 12 tournament, 6 in the NCAAs, including that final, the big one.
If we got to 2321, which is the current win total of Kansas, and you divide that by 6 people that get to go, 7 nights, it's $55 a person.
Oh, my goodness.
$55 a person.
There's another picture from the outside. Look at that. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Palm trees.
Oh, well.
There's a look at the map. I'll tell you what, you fly into Tampa, drive down to Sarasota. Who knows? that looks like a beautiful way to spend a week. We're
Absolutely.
nearing the end. We're at 2100. I did my best Rock Chalk Jayhawk sales pitch to get it to 2321. They're not listening, Hank.
We want to thank Lucia. We want to thank all of our great program sponsors on this. Scott Temperature, O'Malley's Beverage. We've seen the Budweiser label up there. Boy, O'Malley's has been right beside us for all the years that we've been here. Maselli's, of course, right here where we are tonight. We mentioned Scott Temperature, Maddie Media. You heard that and saw that great piece earlier on that one. And our radio station, FM 1017, AM 1320, KLWN, helping out any way we can with the St. Patrick's Day parade. And then that one there is Treetop Productions. That is the one and only Mark Crabtree, the son of Charlie Crabtree, who used to be one of our great radio salespeople at the radio station KLWN back in the olden days.
How about that?
They're back in the 1900s.
Yeah, Mark's been fabulous tonight, helping produce this effort.
Well, this is like the big pro folks, that did all this camera thing and all the different lights and everything.
Hank,
Mark can do it all for you.
Did you know last night, KU, when we beat UTEP, we only led for 1 minute and 32 seconds. The whole time we were trailing, and I kind of feel like item number 5 has been trailing for about 38 minutes. It's time to take the lead in the final minute 32.
There we go.
It's time to get past 2100. We appreciate it, but we can do better than that. I mean, that's divided by 7 at 2100 right now. I mean, you're talking about 300 a night for 6 couples. It's dirt cheap. I'm sorry, six people, 3 couples. I mean, that's $100 a couple.
That's it.
That's $50 a person.
Jump right into that one. By the way, I do want to mention one more item, and that's the fact that we're going to start a silent auction. We're going to rock chalk it up to the silent auction here in just a couple of minutes when we do wrap this up. Any other movies we're supposed to see here tonight, or any other videos of our sponsors or anything else that we need to take care of?
I think we got them all. I'm just going to leave and go to Lucia and get more of these green
say,
leprechauns.
You set the thing. You do have an official driver. Your Uber
I can just walk
driver will
around
be
the
here
corner
shortly.
from
That's right. You
Maselli's.
can just walk around the corner there. That's right. You can take care of it there.
Slip through the back door.
Right at there
try,
at
try
Lucia.
a Clover Club.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Brian Haney. Again, I've been blessed to be a part of the St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee in all but the very first year. I don't know that it was really a committee the second and third year, but we kind of turned it into one after that. But the parade's been going on, 34th year coming up.
Yeah.
The guys that started it, I want to say a word right now and send out a blessing for all of the family of Gene Shaughnessy. Gene's been a part of our parade since the very beginning. He was there at the first one. He was one of the ones that sat at that table out at the world-famous Flamingo Supper Club and dreamed this up with a couple of Irish guys while they were having a toddy or two. The Irish guys from New York City had come in with the crew to do a KU football or basketball game. They became part of that group that came back for the parade every year. But Gene Shaughnessy was kind of the heart and soul and great guy of that St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee from the very beginning. And
that's awesome.
God bless you, my friend, and here's to you. And I'm sure he'll be watching the reverse parade this year and looking forward to next year's parade going right down Massachusetts Street, headed north. Unlike any other parade in Lawrence, they do that. and go over the bridge and through the woods over there to the world-famous Flamingo Supper Club. Now, you got to do the countdown. You're the official guy here.
Well, we're nearing the end here at $2,100. I forget, was it Tony at $2,100? Sherry. Tony, where'd you go, girl? Come back. We need you, Tony. You know, I've been trying to give the KU basketball theme of 23-21, the number of wins we have all time. It's our 34th annual St. Patrick's Day auction.
Oh, that's
the most famous 34 in KU basketball history is Paul Pierce,
I'm going to say,
who played for the Boston Celtics, a.k.a. the Shamrock, on his jersey. There's so much synergy here.
Ooh,
There's so much synergy.
3,400, though.
Yeah, well, 3,400 would be great. I just want 23-21. We got to do better than 2,100. And I'm told we got 30 seconds left, so Sherry's likely going to win it. But 34th annual auction, Paul Pierce, Celtics, Shamrock, come on. Give me 23-21. Surely there's a Jayhawk fan out there. I'll tell you what, if somebody gives me 23-21, I will lead the Big 12 broadcast off with a thank you to you on Thursday at the Big 12 tournament in Kansas City if we can get to 23-21, just to show all of Jayhawk Nation that the most generous of Jayhawkers is right here in Lawrence when it comes to your generosity.
There we go.
Right?
Come on, 23-21. 23-21, and Brian says hi and thank you at the KU game for the Big 12 tournament next Thursday, right?
That's right.
Thursday, KU will play in one of those games. They're going to be in that game that gets played into by the lower-ranked teams in the conference. By the way, 23-21, come on, if you dial that one in, I think we'll probably take the bid.
I think we're tapped out at 2,100. I mean,
there we go.
Short of offering Hank to come down and put suntan lotion on your back in Sarasota, I don't think we're going to move the needle past 2,100.
Yeah, you can pay my trip down, and I'll put on the suntan lotion and be very happy to be there with you.
We've exhausted every option otherwise, but I think Sherry's going to wind up winning it. 2,100 going once. 2,100 going twice. Oh, my goodness. $100 a night per couple. 2,100 sold. Congratulations, Sherry. What a steal of a deal, and thank you for your generosity. That is awesome. We appreciate you so much.
One of the sponsors I didn't mention, I want to make sure I mention it because they're our brethren and sister in the broadcast business, and that's KPR. Public radio here, KPR, KANU. Been a part of Lawrence for many, many years as well. Thanks to KPR for your sponsorship here tonight, too.
My good buddy Steve Kincaid, an integral figure over there. Well, check out the silent auction. We talked about some of those meals for a year. How about 52 weeks of basil leaf? How great would that be? Or 52 weeks of wings at Jefferson's with my buddy Brandon Graham. Johnny's, the home of Hawk Talk. They're going to give you pizzas for 52 straight weeks. And then you can burn it all off by getting tennis lessons. That's also available in our silent auction. So all kinds of good stuff
Good things
available
all
starting
around.
right now for the next week on the silent auction.
Many, many items that'll be fun to bid on and have fun with there. And if you find one or two gifts, I'm sure, for your birthdays coming up or even Christmas next year, you're going to see something on there that's going to make somebody in the family go, oh, I want that. I want that, because it's such a wide variety of wonderful gifts.
Well, big thanks to everybody that helped us out tonight. Kay, Alicia, Mark, appreciate you so much. And thanks to all of you who tuned in throughout the evening.
SJ, don't forget SJ. She's back there working hard,
the
too.
Pillar. I couldn't
all
see
right,
it.
That's
She's
right.
still in the house. Okay. But, yes, thank you, SJ, as well. And thanks to all of you who gave so generously, tuned in throughout the evening, put up with us in the mass here. We appreciate that. And, again, continue to take advantage of these local sponsors that have given generously in the silent auction, but also are serving generously at places like Lucia.
There we
20%
go.
of the proceeds.
And a toast to you.
For drinks like this.
And to the Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Coming up
Exactly.
the 17th. Thanks for bidding and being with us.
I love it.
bidding and being here with us here.
I love it. They spiked Hank's drink. It's great.
I
Check
think
him out,
maybe
Lucia.
That
11th
Irish
through the
whiskey was in
21st.
there. I said I couldn't do the Irish whiskey while I'm talking on the radio, but it's turning me into an Irishman here.
I love
okay,
it. I
quick,
love
take
it.
it away.
Thanks so much for tuning in, folks. God bless y'all. Thanks for supporting the 34th annual St. Patrick's Day auction. Good night, everybody.
Good night.